something, passing the time. If you come on over here, we could be on the same side. Same side, same side.
Welcome to Simon Says. This is episode 4. It's all about Demi permanent colouring. Tone on tone, glossy colours. Let's come into the salon now and I'll show you what we're doing.
Same side, same side.
In this episode, we're going to do Carly's hair. Now, Carly has had a full head bleach just a couple of weeks ago, so we're going to change that tone and we're using the Demi permanent range. So it's a no ammonia color, it's lush, it's shiny, and we're going to go with a pink hue. So let's get cracking. So what we're going to use is a 10.042. It's light, it's pinky in tone, so it's in the actually Demi permanent toner range here. And what I'm going to do is use this gem of an ingredient, .00000 or clear. So what we're going to do is mix half of this and half of that. What that acts as is a little bit of a diluter. So if I mix half-half, the shade will appear 2 shades lighter. If I go 3 parts clear to 1 part color, it will actually act as a pasteurized color. So it's really versatile and I think a great color to add in, great for the ends of hair because it will give the hair a condition and shiny. So if you put color balancing with tint and then with Demi permanent on the ends, we can just dilute the color a little bit, but it'll give the hair some gloss and it'll have 3 dimensions. It won't be dark all the way through to the ends. So you can really play with that with the Demi permanent range. It's a 1-to-2 mix, so 1 part color to 2 parts 1.5, or as an activator as well. But I love the 1.5 because it is lower. It's a 1.5%, not a 2.8, and that will give me maximum deposit. And the clear. And my 1.5 developer. 1 is to 2, so I'll go back to 0 and then double the mix. You look at the color of the 10-042, it's just lovely soft color. Looks great in the bowl visually, I think, and that will look great in front of the mirror on the client's head as well. But again, the scent, there's not much scent, it's actually a pleasant smell, and it mixes this nice creamy result. Mixes really well, especially when it's 1 part color. It mixes actually easier. I'm applying the color to damp hair. The reason for this is it'll give me a truer result. It's a Demi permanent color, so the drier the hair, the more intensity you'll get in the color. So this will give me a true result. It's easy to apply as well. It's quite a quick application, which I think is good in a busy salon using Demi permanent. So it can be a quick color turnaround, shorter processing time. So we're just going to get it on. I still am going to section up. I'm not just putting it on like a toner. I'm going to put it on, apply it like any color. So split it down the middle and apply up from there. I'm going to do all of the hair through here as well. So because it's so short, it'll probably come off in the next haircut, but then that sort of will have a pinky hue on the top and this will get darker, which I think is really cool. I like that little bit of difference in the hair. All right, so I'll just come back to that central section, straight through. What I do like about the Demi, as I said before, it's shiny. You get a really great luster on the hair. And that's the no ammonia thing. It's just, it feels good in the hair. You can see when you go on how glossy it looks. It's great to apply. Right, we've got the color on now. I'm just emulsifying through, massaging it through, so I've got a little bit everywhere, making sure that I've got no spots missed on this shorter hair. Processing time today will be 20 minutes for this color. You can also, if the hair is, if we're covering grey, we can up that to 30 minutes. If the hair's porous and damaged, 15 minutes. Obviously it's going to that's going to suck a lot more color pigment in. So really important to do that. When we're toning, up to 20 minutes and keep an eye on it. So today we're going 20 minutes. I want this color to be a beautiful pinky color. All right, rinsing time. That was the full processing time, 20 minutes. It's looking fantastic. Peachy pink is exactly what we wanted. It's slightly muted, which is even better. I just think beautiful. That's the clear, you know, it just dilutes it enough that gives it this beautiful tone. Really cool. Right, this is our finished result wet. It's got a lovely pink tone. It's really understated. So I'm glad I gave it the 20 minutes because it just really went to work. But you can see wet, I think dry, it'll just be this really muted out pastel pink. But you know, not too strong. You know, if we wanted to pump that up, I guess we could do less of the 000. And the 000 is the thing that can control that. So I can give it full processing time and not worry about it going too warm. We're going to style it in a quiff because that's what it's all about. And we're going to use volume spritz. So it's going to thicken up the hair, fatten up the hair, give the hair volume. It works best when we add heat, and then it starts reactivating and lifting up the hair. It's a great product. It's got a little bit of hold. So make sure you get that all the way through. You want some at the roots as well. It smells fantastic. And comb that through. It's really important to comb every product through before you start styling. Drying out the roots there, so I'm really lifting that up quite firm with my fingers. That's just going to lift it off the scalp. I'm not really concentrating on the ends at this point, so I'm going to come over to this side and do exactly the same. Lifting it up, just drying the roots. Once I've got the hair dry, now I'm just running some hot hair through it and I've already got the volume because I concentrate at the roots. Got volumizing spritz in, still feels like hair. I can get my hands through there easily. It's not catchy at all, but it has this volume. Even without my finishing product, that's staying there. You flip it over and it returns. So I think that's good technique, great product. Will get you a really good blow dry that will last more than 10 minutes out there. You want it to sort of feel good all day, and then maybe they could wake up and go, boom, I'm back. Product of choice is flexible pomade. What I want to do is get it on my fingertips and run it through on the scalp, so I get a lot of product through there. And what that's going to do is keep that from falling forward as the day moves on. What I do like about it is flexible. It's got a little bit of give in it. You can roll it around a little bit. You can re-zhuzh and then carry on, you know. So I think for me, that's really important because people touch their hair. And if it sets in one place, you can't do anything. You know, when it's a hairspray or something too heavy, you can't get your hands in there and re-mold it. Okay, so a little bit on the finger. I usually use too much. That's what men do. We always use too much. But what you do, put it back here, leave it back around on the back of your palm so you can work it through, right? I'd rather have that and then work the style in one go rather than reapplying. So what I'm doing is I've got on my fingertips. I'm rolling it through in the direction the hair's going. So we're working back and back here. There's hardly any on the ends at this point. Now I'm starting to mix it to the end. So I borrow a bit from back here, back to the fingertips, and then I just lightly dust that through the hair. So all my volume's still there. I've got a great shape going on, and the hair's going to stay there. And as I said, it can remold because it's a flexible product. And then the hair underneath, it's really important to just sort of give that a little bit of love as well. You don't want to slick it down, you just don't want it to be fluffy. result's fantastic, a really muted tone, and it's just changed this full head bleach, which I really like. It's just morphed into something else. And as I said, in the range, there's so many colors we can play with in time, so each time we could change the tone, which I think is really exciting for me and Carly. But we're gonna have a really good look at it, and we're gonna take Carly outside, and that's where the color will come alive. It looks beautiful, so understated yet so beautiful. I wanted to take you outside because I think that's where it really looks its best. Outside, like most of us, fantastic.